guys, my name is Sonali and you're watching The Endless River. Today I have a very special guest on my channel. This is Nabarun Sir, my mentor. And sir, would you like to introduce yourself? Self-introduction.
Introduce is like we work together rather. She works along with me, and you of course know that she's an integral part of who we are, Nabarun. So
today I have Sir over to discuss something very important for us, which is finances. Finances. How when a college kid goes into the professional world, how he or she should maintain their finances from, we are looking at an age range of 20 to 25.
Yeah.
So what they should do with the earnings, how much, what is the ratio of the money that they should save and for what purposes. So we will be talking a little bit about investments.
The maximum use of their earnings.
Of the earnings.
Without keeping the wastage to the minimum.
For sure. And he'll be sharing his instances of how he misutilized his finances as well.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, right.
It was like a large part of my money was just drained out because I had no idea how to save, I had no idea how to invest.
Right.
So it all just went away, it was just blown off. Quite a lot of money was just blown off from all the earnings. And the result is that currently when I see my peers and my people with whom I used to work at the same time, who were juniors to me, they probably have bigger assets in their life.
Right.
Like a car or a house or a flat.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm left with like nothing negligible. Compared to them, it's negligible.
It's strategized.
Because they were actually planning out their finances. They were not spending money off and on.
Correct.
I mean, they were spending it, of course, but judiciously. So it's not that I learned it the hard way.
Right.
It's not that I'm still spending money, but I had to go through a learning curve.
Correct.
Wherein I spend a lot of money, and of course there's an advantage of it that the level at which I spend the money, that experience I have.
Yes.
So
that is what we are trying to stop.
Yes, that is so my enthusiasm to get finances working in the right manner is more concrete.
Correct.
Because I know the backside or the downside of blowing out money.
Right, and you picked yourself up from there.
Yes,
I think
yes. So it's
at the level of how you spend that money, I think from there on a lot of people would have been just destroyed.
Kind of, yes.
Kind of.
It was a lot of money, yes.
A lot of money,
It was a lot of money. Incredibly big amount.
Correct. So can you give them a figure?
So, around about double figure lakhs, close to double figure lakhs was just spent.
In 1 year?
Yeah, in 1 year's time, and it was like just blown off. I have nothing to account for, like nothing to show that this is what I bought or this is where I invested.
Right.
It was just blown off, like radically in 1 year's time.
Right.
So from there on, getting back on my own self, I mean, the time when I started the organization which we run, I could have done much better. I could have not taken a lot of support which I had to take.
Right. Like if the finances was taken care of before, you already would have had a good amount of capital for your own investment.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
So that is where I lost. That is where that is the advantage I couldn't take.
So you didn't think long term.
Yes, I did.
But of course, at a certain age, we don't think long term.
Yes, and
with money
very true. And it's of course a learning lesson, and people should know how to. I mean, it's not desirable for all to actually go through this kind of an experience all the time, because I mean, by God's grace, I survived.
Correct.
I returned back, I bounced back, but it may not be the case for everybody.
For sure, yeah.
So ideally, you shouldn't be laundering money to that extent wherein you cannot revive back to your normal lifestyle. I think it's very important for youngsters from the age group of 20 to 25 to understand that savings or money they would need forever.
Yes.
It's something they would need forever. I mean, never will the value of money decrease.
Yes.
Unlike maybe today you're wearing a t-shirt, maybe 10 years down the line you don't need that t-shirt.
Right.
It wouldn't fit you. But if you have money saved today, 10 years down the line it will come to use.
Yes.
You can actually barter it for something worthwhile.
What is your opinion on young people spending lump sum amount of money on phones and gadgets and things that they actually don't need to the extent that they make it look like they need it?
True. See, phones and gadgets and all those kind of wants,
Yes.
not needs,
Not
wants,
needs,
it shouldn't be ignored, but it shouldn't be the focus. It
Yes.
shouldn't be the priority. Like there is no point that you cannot you're not having you're spending all your income into buying an iPhone, which is like 70-80 grand.
Right.
It doesn't make sense because the purpose of the phone remains calling people, or with an iPhone you're just adding that extra
Brand
status kind of something which is very negligible.
I've seen people buying iPhones. Of course, if you buy different models of the phone, as you upgrade, there are unique features of that phone. But they don't actually use those features. They just buy it for the brand. I have the new iPhone X.
True, and it's more of a societal status which you can show off. Purpose thing.
Peer pressure falls into this.
Yes, peer pressure, and see, peer pressure is there at 20s, at 30s, at 40s, at 60s. But at 20s, it is very difficult to negotiate and to actually understand that it's worthless. It's not worth the effort. It's not worth the kind of expenses you're doing just to maintain that status quo.
Right.
It's not
just to look cool.
Just to look cool. It's not worth it.
Right.
So at 20, it's difficult to get that wisdom. But since the kind of channel which you run, it talks about the things which at 20s you should have, so that you can have a better 30s and 40s.
For sure.
So considering that wisdom which you are trying to give to the youth, I think it is very pertinent that they realize the value of money, at least not as much as a senior guy would, but not even that negligible that they'll ruin their life.
Yeah, that they regret.
That they regret. A guy who's 20 now will, in 10 years course of time, will be 30.
Yes.
At that time, his family responsibilities will come. He'll need to get married. He'll need to have his own expenses.
Right.
He would feel like buying a car.
Yeah, so if he's not in the habit of planning his expenses, at that point of time it would be too much for him.
Yes, it will not come to him.
It will not come
the
to
way I became a victim of it is because it didn't come to me.
Right. And there's not much people who talk about this.
True. Nobody talks about finances to a 20-year-old.
Sit down and I'll help you out with your finances.
Yes.
That doesn't necessarily happen. So what do you think is the correct mix of savings and...
I think nowadays banking has introduced a lot of good schemes wherein there's something called a recurring deposit.
Okay.
In which what happens is, suppose you are maybe a 20, 21-year-old is earning like 7, 8, 10 grands a month. Let's say, just taking a generalized figure, he can make a recurring deposit of maybe 2,000 rupees per month.
Okay.
So every time a certain date of the month comes, 2,000 rupees will be deducted from his bank account and kept in his savings.
Okay.
It's called a RD or a recurring deposit. So over a period of 1 year, he actually accumulates 24,000 rupees plus the interest,
Right.
which is a lump sum, and it wouldn't hurt him much. 2,000 rupees going out of his account And he's still got 8,000 to launder around in from.
Keeping in mind that he doesn't have so much of
Responsibilities at 20 you don't get those responsibilities.
Correct,
So
correct.
this is something which is very good. Ideally start off with a 2,000 rupee amount or maybe upgrade it to 4,000, 6,000, whatever is comfortable.
He is climbing the ladder. For me, I think a very big issue is the time when a person gets married.
Yes.
So it is a very big burden for both the families, irrespective of gender.
And it's a huge expense.
Huge expense, and people generally do not contribute, but come on, they are getting married, so they should take some responsibility.
And it's a matter of self-respect.
It is.
Like if you're getting married and your dad is paying for it, it hurts.
And not even like from pin to plate, everything. From every
course,
occasion to even the honeymoon is taken care of. So I think if you can at least contribute some percentage of it.
Absolutely, it'll be so self-respecting. Your dad, it means so much to your dad.
It sure is.
My kid is actually helping me.
Yeah, I mean, come on, like the fathers, they save their entire like retirement money and a lot of things.
Yes.
And specifically if you're a girl, I mean, you would know that parents make a big deal out of it because now we're getting modernized, but actually when marriage state comes, people go back to that era of being, oh, we're from the girls' end.
True.
So if you being an independent woman can't contribute to that, then what's the point? This reminds me of a very important thing, which is medical emergencies.
Yes. That is like very downright. You never know. And it's huge. The expenses are huge.
So at that point of time, you like being one of the working members of the family, at that point, if you can't contribute, then I mean, it's probably the worst.
True.
I mean, there's no point. At the age of 27 to 30, an average Indian person gets married.
Yes.
So when from 20 to 25, if you're feeding your partner luxury in terms of money and pampering, and then after you get hitched, you put him or her into that zone of this is how much you can spend. How would that do? So that's a very big thing. I think finances and that lifestyle.
Used to that lifestyle.
Yeah, like
suddenly if you drop your lifestyle, nobody will accept. It's very difficult to accept that kind of a law. It's unfair. Yes, it's unfair.
You're making a person used to this certain lifestyle of pampering and stuff like that, and then suddenly we have responsibility. So you should have planned it accordingly.
Actually.
If you can spend like so much of rupees on your girlfriend or boyfriend, you should at least also have that wisdom to spend it on your parents.
True.
Maybe take them out for
just give them something, a celebration which
you owe it to them. You don't owe it to the other party. You're just doing it on a fancy. You could look cool, but you actually owe it to your parents.
True. Absolutely.
So top to bottom, everything is paid by them. So
yes, of course.
okay, so let's wrap it up.
Alright.
We had a very intensive discussion about it, and I'll be putting down the pointers in the description box so you can just run through it. And wrapping it up, we understood that money is very important, and as important as earning money is, it is equally, or I would say more important, to save money and utilize that saving in the best way possible. So right. You told me a quote which is very good at this point of time. A penny saved is a penny earned.
Yes.
Right?
Penny saved
is a penny earned. Thank you so much for watching. I will have Sir's YouTube channel and social media linked in the description, so you can give him a follow, and he'll also be starting some pretty intensive videos on his YouTube channel pretty soon, I hope.
Yes, of course.
Now that's out, so it will be pretty soon.
Now I have to make it pretty soon.
You have to make it pretty soon. Where he'll be sharing some experiences like this of the blunders that he has made and how he coped up, and now how he has framed his own foundation that way. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, smash that button,
and of course that ringing button.
That bell button. I want that bell. I'll put this bell here as a smile thing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.